Do 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 do. Welcome back to Nancy Drew. Message in a Haunted Mansion, and we are going to make some phone calls in this video. So let's see. Ooh, we got a phone that's like a rotary style thing, but it has buttons. I think I used to have one of these in my house when I was little. Let's see what happens if we call home. 3739. I'm having to get used to this dial.
Drew Residence, Hannah Groon speaking.
Hi, Hannah.
Nancy, how are you? And how's Rose?
Man, she has got a thick accent.
Great. I'm really glad you had Rose invite me out here. Her house is so beautiful.
I'm so happy you're out there. But I'm worried about all the accidents she's having. There's just been so many.
Let's see if Hannah knows something about these accidents.
What has Rose said about them?
She doesn't say much, but I know they've become worse and worse. That's one of the reasons why I asked you to visit her, to see if everything is all right.
Ah.
Do you suspect there's something more to these accidents?
I don't know. Rose is under a lot of pressure to open that bread and breakfast on time, and I'm worried that it may be too much for her.
I imagine the mansion was very expensive.
Rose spent her entire life savings on the house. If this doesn't work out, she won't have 30 more years to earn the money back. Well, I should let you get back to your renovation work. Thank you for calling. There's probably no reason for concern. But be on the lookout for anything unusual. Goodbye, dear.
Oh, you better believe I will. For those who don't know, Hannah Gruen is the Drew's housekeeper, who either appears or is made reference to in several of the Nancy Drew games. Much more prominent character in the books, though. Let's call Bess. Nancy's friend Bess.
Hello?
Hi, Bess. It's Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. George is here.
Ooh.
Let me put her on the speakerphone.
Nancy?
Hi, George.
Hey, what's up?
I'm in San Francisco, helping a friend of Hannah's renovate an old Victorian mansion. She wants to open up a bed and breakfast. Unfortunately, some strange accidents have delayed the project.
Uh-oh.
Well, get this. One of the owners, Abby, thinks the place is haunted by a ghost named Valdez.
A ghost? Well, I'm glad I'm not out there.
Sounds like another case is in the works.
So, tell us more about what's been going on.
Do you know anything about the house's history?
So we can talk to her about a lot of different things, about the different characters here. I gotta say, I'm really enjoying the voice actresses they got for Bess and George for this game a lot so far.
I met the resident handyman, Charlie. He's pretty young, and I don't think he has much experience.
Maybe he doesn't charge very much, so he's probably a good bargain for Rose.
Or maybe he's just cute.
Bess, is that all you can think about?
No.
Rose is really lucky. This antique dealer, Louis Chandler, is helping her out, although he doesn't know very much about the house's history.
That makes sense. If the house was built before 1906, most of its records were probably destroyed in the earthquake.
But wouldn't he know at least something about it if he's some kind of expert on old things?
I'm sure he knows a lot about old stuff, just not architecture or houses.
Abby hosted a seance and contacted the spirit who's haunting the house.
Did you
Well,
actually see the ghost?
Yeah, right. I'm sure it was some kind of trick.
Abby sounds suspicious.
Yeah, maybe she's hiding something. She probably knows more about the house than she's admitting.
also she had a cassette tape and some stuff down there that was creating all those effects, like a smoke machine, so I'm not buying the whole seance thing.
Can you guys give me a clue? I'm not sure what to do next.
Okay, we'll help you.
But since you're a senior detective,
We'll make the hints a little harder.
Ooh.
The key to the attic.
it's probably as far away from the lock as possible.
Well, I think we found it, so let's go and check that out.
I should get going. Talk to you later.
Bye, Nancy.
Bye.
And then we got a number here for somebody named Emily, which doesn't have an area code, so I'm assuming that's a local number? Did we see an Emily reference somewhere, I guess? I have no idea who this is.
This is Emily.
Hi, Emily. It's Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew? I haven't heard from you in ages. How's Hannah in River Heights? You're not in San Francisco, are you, my dear?
Is she a friend of Hannah's, I guess? Alright, well, let's go ahead and talk to her here.
Actually, I am. I'm helping one of Hannah's friends, Rose Green, renovate this wonderful old Victorian mansion. She wants to open up a bed and breakfast.
Seems to be the trend these days. I'll bet you're staying in the Haight-Ashbury district.
Well, that sounds pretty exciting if we were.
The address is 4653 California Lane. Is that anywhere near there?
No, I think you're in the Heights. The Haight has many Victorians that have been restored, and a lot of them have been converted into bed and breakfasts. You know, you're lucky you caught me at home. I've been traveling most of these days, but after that crazy tour of Egypt. By the way, riding a camel is not as easy as it looks. My editor gave me an assignment right here in town. It'll be on the Dragons of San Francisco.
Interesting.
I hope you won't be riding them. What were you doing in Egypt?
Oh, you know, the usual. Pyramids, bazaars, the Sphinx. But what are you up to, Nancy? Why'd you call? Is there anything I can help you out with?
Okay, so I can only assume that this Emily person is like someone that's like a valuable resource. It's certainly not someone from the previous 2 games. So maybe we'll find some reference to her somewhere around the house.
Can you tell me about the Chinese writing system? I seem to come across a lot of Chinese symbols.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me. The Chinese have been an important part of San Francisco history for over 100 years. The symbols are called Hanzi, and each one represents a particular thing, or an idea, or an action. You find them all over on business cards, takeout cartons, artwork.
I found some old papers in the house, plus a page from a phone directory dated 1894.
Oh, so that's what that was.
Oh, that sounds valuable. It's hard to find old documents like that before 1906.
Have you heard of an antique dealer named Louis Chandler?
Nope, never heard of him.
Interesting.
Have you heard of an actress, Lizzie Applegate?
Oh, sure, she was a good friend of Lotta Crabtree, another popular actress in the late 1800s. As I recall, she opened up a big hotel. What was it called? The Hotel Mandrake or the Oriental? I forget.
Was it in this neighborhood? Is it still around?
Oh no, this one was downtown. It was very big, but I think it burned down.
Have you ever come across hidden rooms in Victorian mansions?
No, but I've read that many houses were only partially rebuilt after the Great Earthquake, closing off damaged rooms from the rest of the house.
Interesting. So we could easily find some hidden passages here, probably.
Do you know anything about Valdez?
I don't think so.
Well, come on, Nancy. She's not going to just know anything about a name Valdez just like that, without any additional context.
I should get going. Goodbye, Emily.
I hope we'll talk soon.
Alright, so yeah, I'm beginning to wonder if this is like someone either back in River Heights or someone who's local to here, because I thought 925 was the local area code of San Francisco, not 523, but I could be wrong. It could be a different area code for there. Probably is, now that I think about it. Alright, so now that we've done that, I'm going to go and check out the attic. The note mentioned the key being as far away from the lock as possible, so being downstairs seems like it would be in line with that. See if we'll find any creepy spooks here on the way up. And that's just the passage back down. Where's the... Okay, that was perfect timing. Okay, that's our room. We don't need to go in there. But it might be a good idea just to look around. Can't really see anything to do here, though. I mean, the only things there are to do here are... Well, we can change the time, obviously, but this whole puzzle, and then... whatever this involves. I don't know if this is supposed to be like a chest that we can open up, but... yeah, let's find the attic. It was around here. There it is, right here.
It's locked.
That's right, so let's open it. Sweet. Okay. Nice attic. Well, about as nice as an old house's attic could be, I guess. Which is pretty cool. I do like old things. The Mysterious Storybook. Okay, so this is just a random story. Wait a minute, hang on. This thing mentions something here. A metallic chest. I'm wondering if this is supposed to be a clue for something. Okay, maybe not. You never know. I mean, this is still early enough in the Nancy Drew series that random stuff gives you clues. I don't think it's going to be as egregious as Secrets Can Kill, the original, or even Stay Tuned for Danger. So that's the only thing we can see there. I feel like there should be all sorts of things to look at here. Ooh, a crowbar. Well, the story mentioned a crowbar, so that's something, right? What about here? There's a sewing machine. My mom used to have one of those. I don't know if I want to try to read this. Mentions a puzzle box shaped like a pyramid with an intricate and involved solution. Alright, well... Oh, wait a minute. There's more. Is this a journal? I'm just looking here. So it seems like it's a Chinese puzzle box that this guy is talking about, whoever he is. Alright. Seems to be a handwritten journal. Okay, anything else here? There's a chest. And a creepy doll face. Ooh, an iron. Well, I don't know what we'll need that for, but I suppose if any burglars come into the house, we can Home Alone them with an iron. Okay, in all seriousness, that would probably kill them, so we should probably not do that. Golden Gate Gazette. This seems to be a very old newspaper. And another tile for the fireplace. At least presumably the fireplace. Maybe there's another place where there's tiles. And I think that's it. There's a scythe or something there. And we already looked at this. Curious to know what we can use a crowbar on. Like, I don't think we can use it here. Oh, wait a minute. We had all those things downstairs that were stuck, didn't we? So we should probably try to see what we can do about that. Let's go ahead and head back. I don't think there's anything more here. If there is, we can always come back here later on when we're stuck with stuff. Of course, we got that locked thing, but we'll keep it in mind. How do we get out? Here we go. Oh.
It's stuck.
Well, that's a bummer. But we got a crowbar, thankfully. Luckily for us, we actually found that up there. Okay, what time is it? It is... Wait. Okay, it's 3 in the morning, so that's good. Alright, so let's just wander around now that everybody's asleep. Can we use the crowbar on this? I'm assuming not, because we don't really have any interaction trigger for this thing yet. I don't know what we would use the iron on, though. That's a mystery. So I think... Was there something stuck here in the basement? There was, wasn't there? There was this, this thing. Wasn't there a... Yes, this thing right here. Aha!
It's so dark in here.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I can't see where I'm going.
Or not. Okay. Alright, so lesson learned, don't do that. We need to have a source of light. Where can we play that tape, by the way? Is there a tape player somewhere here? Oh, we didn't look at this. I'm making sure we can pick up the... We can't pick up the screwdriver here before giving up on it, because I don't want to... There we go. I was going to say, I didn't want to repeat of Stay Tuned for Danger, where I just missed this obvious screwdriver that's you had to pick up in a very precise way. Alright, so that's good. Can we do anything else with this? It doesn't seem like it. I really like this music in here. It kind of has this saloon piano in it, but it's a very, like, distant saloon piano, for lack of a better word. It's very ghostly and haunted, and I like that. It really fits the game well. Alright, I don't think... Was there something else here, or was it just the thing that we... Yeah, it's just the key. Okay. Alright, I'm assuming there's nothing else here. This is the part of the game now where I'm like, okay, maybe I missed some stuff, but I don't know where. So we need a light source, we know that. We just need to find a light source. Was there anything in here that needed some work? We have the hours for everybody. Oh, you know what we should do? We should go off and drop off the tile. I don't think there is anything in here to do. Let's go over into the other side. I'm still wondering if it's important to look at the house number for any reason. Also, I'm wondering if we're going to be learning Hanzi at any point. We're almost certainly going to have to. Okay, so this...
It won't fit.
This goes there. Okay, good. So we just need one more tile to open this up.
It's stuck.
Can we use the crowbar in this?
It's stuck.
No. So I'm just going to assume that we need to put in the last tile for that to work, right? I didn't check to see if we can open any of these drawers up, which probably would have been a good thing. I'm still wondering, like, what you have to put in as a login name here for this to work. I don't want to play the maze game all over again. I took a picture of this in the video last time because I forgot to carry my phone with me. I'm bringing it up now. So laptop, it just says Antiques. It doesn't really say like what the login name is, unless it's like Lewis, maybe. Antiques. Oh, it does work. Okay. Cool. So we don't have to play the maze game again. Okay. Can we open any of this up? It says files, but these aren't really files. It's just one list of things. Alright. I'm just going to assume we can't do anything more. Wait a minute. Okay, that's just the laptop. I thought we could look at that red book. Alright, well, there's still this. I'm still at a loss as to why we can look at these. Maybe we're supposed to learn some Chinese symbols, perhaps? So, if we can't find anything else to do here, the only thing I can think of doing would be to try to sneak into Abby's room. Alright, yeah, I really can't see anything else to do. So, let's skip ahead and sneak into Abby's place. I'm just going to look here just to make sure I didn't miss anything. This house sure has a lot of fireplaces. Yeah, so this would have been a telephone listing. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Alright, so let's go... Wait a minute, what's this? Oh, it's where the fire extinguisher is, right.
It's good to know it's here.
Okay. We can't go through that door. I wonder where that goes. Can we look at those paintings? I guess we can't. That clock is kind of unsettling. Like, I don't know why. I think it's just the fact that everything is so quiet and then you hear this tick, 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 tick sound. Alright, so let's go up and go to Nancy's room. Which I think, yes, it's here. I actually know my way around. Alright. Let's wake up. And hopefully... Let's just go for noon. Why don't we do that? Oh, you got one of those annoying alarm sounds. Okay. So, Abby, are you around? Let's see if she's here. We haven't talked to her since the seance, so I'm hoping... Oh, that just goes up there. Hoping she's around. Yay!
I hope you're convinced now that the spirits are with us. These ghosts are here to stay.
Well, I'm not sure.
I found out how you rigged the seance table with a projector. That was a pretty good show you gave.
Okay, so I staged part of the seance. But that still doesn't mean this place isn't haunted. Seances were very popular during the Victorian era, and I plan to entertain our guests with them. It'll be a great way to promote the place.
Well, it may not necessarily mean... Or you... I'm bad at confronting people. This place may not be haunted, but you are super suspicious now.
Have you been creating these accidents to help your promotion?
Of course not. I've had nothing to do with these accidents. They cost us both time and money. If you want to find out who's behind the accidents, ask our resident handyman.
Ooh.
Do you mean Charlie?
Ugh, it's clear to me that Charlie's totally responsible for the accidents. Who else could it have been? He's a really nice kid, but he has no idea what he's doing. Unfortunately, Rose doesn't want to fire him. And there's something suspicious about him.
Suspicious, huh?
What do you mean?
The other day, I was down in the basement working for over an hour, and suddenly he sneaks up on me. I bet he was down there the whole time, watching me.
Well, doesn't mean he was down there the whole time. He could just be bad at saying hi.
Do you know much about Lewis? It must be great having your own expert on Victorians.
He owns Chandler Interiors, a very reputable antique store. I'm sure his clients will be quite interested in our bed and breakfast once they hear about our resident ghost.
You seem rather obsessed with this ghost.
How long have you known Rose?
A couple of years. She has good business sense, but I think she needs to think more about advertising. Otherwise, we're just like all the other B&Bs in this town, and believe me, there's plenty of them.
I saw those papers in the parlor. Where did you find them?
Right in my room. They're so vintage. I'm going to ask Lewis if he can get me some antique frames for them. Rose and I can use the letters in our historical display.
Was there anything about the house in them?
I don't think so. I really didn't go through them that much. I did find this old picture of a woman dressed in men's clothing. I think it was taken in the entryway by the staircase. I sent it to a photographer to have it restored.
That's interesting.
Was there anything else in the photograph that was odd?
I don't remember anything else.
I heard someone crying in the hallway. Was that you?
I told you the spirits were interested in you. Was it a woman crying?
Yes, it was. How did you know?
It must be one of our phantom residents.
Do you know who this phantom could be?
Well, it wasn't me crying out there.
I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Pax vobiscum.
Pax vobiscum? I'm not really good at Latin, so I don't know what that is. Let's actually just go around and talk to everybody. Because they should be here. And we haven't really talked to many people since we looked around the house and saw everything.
How are the tiles coming along?
I'm all finished, but you should know what I found.
I'm sure it's very interesting. But unless it's really important, I've got other things to worry about. Let's see. If you're any good at fixing things, there's a dumbwaiter in the hallway that's not working.
Ooh, I wonder what if that's the little laundry door kind of thing that we were looking at in the first part.
Where did Abby find those papers that are in the parlor?
She told me they were in her room, which surprised me since it was completely empty when we moved in.
Ooh.
Now the room you're staying in was crammed with furniture. I think most of it was original with the house.
Interesting.
How did you find Charlie?
He just showed up one day. It was really odd. I remember Abby and I were in the basement talking about hiring someone to help us. 20 minutes later, the doorbell rang and there stood Charlie, looking for work.
That sounds rather suspicious.
How do you know Lewis?
He stopped by one day to introduce himself. He seemed awfully curious about our property, but he's an antique dealer specializing in the Victorian period. He's been extremely helpful advising us on authentic decor.
That also seems suspicious.
Have you heard of someone named Lizzie Applegate?
No, I haven't.
I can see you're busy. I'll let you go.
Goodbye.
It's kind of odd that she's never heard of Lizzie Applegate, considering all the references to her in the house. So let me just check to make sure I got Abby's... Okay, 3 to 6, that's what I thought. So right now it is 1 o'clock. So I'm going to spend some time talking with Mr. Chucky down here. So this is the dumbwaiter thing, right? The thing we just passed by. We'll check that out in a minute. Alright, so... Charlie, you here, man? There you are.
Hey Nancy, I see you survived Abby's seance. Man, that Valdez guy sure sounded creepy.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I don't remember seeing you here.
I guess. Were you down here then? I don't remember seeing you.
Rose told me all about it. So how are things coming along? Anything I can help you out with?
Well, let's see what he knows about the accidents.
Can you tell me more about the accidents?
I'd really rather not talk about that right now.
Avoiding the question, huh?
Have you ever heard of someone named Valdez?
I've heard of a Diego Valdez. He was a wealthy rancher who lived in the 1800s. Yeah, I just read a book on him for my history class.
Was he from San Francisco?
No, he was sort of a hermit and never married. But he was extremely generous. He gave away thousands of dollars.
How do you like working for Abby?
She's not bad. She can be a little weird. I think she gets on Rose's nerves sometimes.
What do you mean?
She always does a disappearing act whenever Rose needs her to do some work. And I think Rose is sort of had it, you know?
That doesn't sound very nice.
Abby thinks the house is haunted. Do you?
I'm not sure. Let's just say I wouldn't rule it out. But that's Abby's department, not mine.
What is that small closet in the hallway for?
You mean the dumbwaiter? It's like a mini elevator. It's broken right now. The elevator is stuck between the 2 floors and the pulley ropes are cut.
Okay, so that is the thing that we saw.
I'll let you get back to your renovation.
Bye, Nancy.
Although it kind of seemed a little small to be a closet. Let's see if Mr. Lewis is around. And then I'll check out this dumbwaiter. I still haven't seen this last tile that goes there.
Hello, Nancy.
I was wondering whether you knew anything about someone named E. Valdez.
E. Valdez. No, I've never heard of that name. But I'll jot it down and let you know if I come across it anywhere.
Sweet.
What kind of antique store do you own?
It's a gallery, not a store. And it's called Chandler Interiors, specializing in the Victorian period. I have clients from all over the world, and if I don't have what they're looking for, I find it.
Was this house once a hotel?
That's hard to say. The house has been renovated many times, but several of its original features, such as the saloon and staircase, seem to indicate that it may have been a hotel. Unfortunately, there are no records on this house before 1906.
That's a shame.
Do you know who Lizzie Applegate was?
Yes, I certainly do. She was a very popular actress in the late 1800s. She was very generous and left all of her money to the Ladies' Protection Society.
Let's ask about that.
What was the Ladies' Protection Society?
A popular charity in the early 1900s. They helped widows and orphans.
That's cool.
Do you think Charlie is doing a good job?
Certainly. He's rough around the edges, but he's reliable and learns very quickly. He's just what Rose and I need.
He doesn't seem that rough to me.
Did Lizzie ever wear men's clothing?
I'm sure she played some roles where she had to dress as a man, but she was quite an elegant woman, quite fashionable for her time.
I won't keep you any longer.
Good day.
That's a good point. That Lizzie would have probably been the one in the picture. She's an actress and whatnot. What is this? Did we look at this? Oh, we did not look at this. Firebird. Okay, well that's good to know. I think we looked over here because this is where we found the tile, right? My mouse just turned red there, but I don't know where I'm supposed to click. Alright, I'm going to assume that that was, wait a minute, there it is. No? Okay, that was really weird. This game is glitching on me. Alright, So we need one last tile to get in there. And knowing Nancy Drew games, I'm probably not going to get that tile until much later. Maybe not, but that's probably going to be what's going to happen here. So I suppose the next thing we need to do is try to figure out this dumbwaiter. Let's see if we can find... Whoa, okay. Mysterious shadow appearing out of nowhere. I really do like these little, like, haunty things going on in the house. They're very subtle, but they're kind of cool.
The rope is cut.
Okay, what can we do about that? There we go. An iron fixed it. So I wonder if there's something upstairs now that we put that there. Maybe there's like a thing that came down and we can grab the last tile or something. Where is that? Is it over here? Here it is, right here. If I can get to it. There we go. Aha! It is the last tile. Okay, well, cool. And we've got a bunch of broken stuff and things and more cobwebs, so... Alright, well, I'm going to go into the study and see what we can do about that fireplace, but I think I'm going to wait to do that until next time, because we've been going on for quite a while here. So next time, I'm going to try to see what we can do with a fireplace. So until then, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves today, and if you did, be sure to hit that like button, and I will catch you on the flip side. So take care, and I will see you next time.